Hi guys, it's Cindy Lietz, your polymer clay tutor, and today I'm going to show you part one of the pirate cane. And this is one of my signature canes. I've made it, the design up a few years ago, and anything I've ever made with it has sold. And in fact, I was looking for some beads made with the pirate cane from a long time ago, and this is the only one I could find. It was a little charm here, which was a wine glass charm. I'll show you a few of the cane patterns first, and then some of the things I've made with it. Now, the very first pirate cane I ever made was this little black and white one, and I made a whole bunch of them, and I reduced it right down to a tiny little nail art cane size. And that's the advantage to having such a graphic design as this, that it can reduce really, really tiny if you want. I've also made it in this sort of brown version, and that's the version that we're going to make today. And it looks great big, and it looks great tiny. It's a very forgiving cane because if there's any distortion or anything that goes a little quirky, all it does is give it more character. So it's a really nice cane to try out for a picture cane. I also made a little sort of sassy version with a little smiley face in the center. So you can play with this and do different color combinations if you like. Now I'll show you some of the beads that I've made with it. Here is a slice bead with a hole drilled down the center that way. Here's one with a charm hole at the top. And here's one used as a charm on like a cell phone charm. I also have a lanyard here that I made for taking my ID to the Y. Years ago I made one with the black and white cane, and I made a lanyard with it, and it sold right off my neck at the Y. So I had to make another one with this new cane here, so that, and hopefully this one doesn't sell right off my neck too. And also here's a bracelet where I've used smaller cane slices and wire worked them with some turquoise colored magnesite beads. And also, if you look carefully, here is a gorgeous clasp. This was handmade by a lady named Melinda Orr, and she sells her stuff on Etsy at ortech.etsy.com. And this is a textured and patinaed copper clasp, and it's just so lovely. It actually came with this little beaded hook. But because I was using these, I found these beads that were exactly the same color as the clasp, I decided to just make my own hook clasp out of one of these beads, and then I'll just use her clasp on another project. Now, it's not a terribly hard cane to do, but there are absolutely tons of steps.